Welcome to May 2015's Helios forecast for the Earth Triad. Anyone seeking information pertaining to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn has come to the right place. Herein you will find astrological insight into the nature of this particular window of time, along with a brief 5-card tarot reading as it applies to all who watch and listen. I encourage you to play this video multiple times this month in order to receive the full benefit of its subliminal affirmations and audio frequencies, as they have been specifically selected to enhance the quality of your journey through this month's energetic potentials. So let's uncover your foundation. This spread is all about rejuvenation, like shedding an old rusty exoskeleton, allowing the new you to spread out and grow further. The Princess of Cups is an enthusiastic child in wonder of all possibility, and this is your central theme. All you have to figure out is how best to embody her energy. Your eventual transition into the new you will be the natural result of the events to come. However, the quality of this transition is in your hands. The princess is inviting you to lighten up and find the joy in imagining possibilities without attachment to specific outcomes or methods. This can be really fun, so long as you don't spend too much of the time dwelling in your head. With Virgo rising, I can understand how this can be very challenging, but it's okay. That's what these forecasts are here for. You may have noticed that you have the Death card in your Fate section, so I want to emphasize that there is no need to worry about that. This merely illustrates the point at which the old exoskeleton falls away, which should register as a relief. The final manifestation of the Prince of Cups, who has a pretty easy time with all that comes her way. The journey to this shedding point can go one of two ways, expressed here by the Hermit, who embodies deep solitude and introspective study, and the Star, who embodies faith and trust in powers both within and beyond the self. Both of these potential dimensional timelines involve a very personal process. The Hermit being slightly more aligned with the element of Earth may be the option that many of you end up taking, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. I would only remind you that the point of this process is rejuvenation, so don't take this too seriously, as the Hermit tends to do. The Hermit is also a path upon which health becomes more of a priority. If you feel that the greatest joy can come through cautious, focused processing, take the Hermit path. If you feel that the greatest joy can come from a leap of faith and creation from belief alone, take the Star path. Both lead to the same place, so you should be able to elect your experience. The Death card is all about transformation. It's kind of a miraculous event, really. The old falls away and the new is born, but nothing is destroyed, as everything is merely energy, which is inherently indestructible. There is nothing to fear from this card. The more love and joy you have going into this, the more you'll get out of it. However, with that said, I should mention that any deliberate inauthenticity and any conscious resistance to this inevitable transformation is likely to result only in unpleasant experiences with this process, so it really is best to just go with it. The old you has reached completion, as illustrated by the 4 of Wands in your past. This card confirms it's time to move on. Keep changing, keep growing, keep learning. The old you has done all it can do, and now as times are changing, so too shall you. So let's look at this from an astrological perspective.
For Taurus, as the sun is moving through your first house, this is your astrological new year. What are your personal New Year's resolutions? How can you most effectively set the Princess of Cups in motion while Mars is still assisting the sun here, making real-world change possible? Many of you will be having birthdays this month, and birthday wishes actually have an astrological basis, so make a few. However, as Mercury goes retrograde, try to refrain from taking action on any of the wishes that involve setting new projects in motion, signing contracts, making new arrangements, anything that brings new energy into your life. Instead, bring old projects to completion or spend some time in the research phase of things. This retrograde begins on the 18th in your second house of finances, resources, physical senses, and materials. But as early as the 8th, activate that Hermit or Star card, delve into personal study and reflection, but at the same time embrace Venus as it moves into your third house, bringing a sweetness to your friendships, co-workers, clients, and personal projects as well. Sometimes the most successful and enjoyable alone times arise when everything is flowing beautifully with others, as there are no lingering issues yet to be addressed, distracting you from your sacred solitary time and space. The Star, too, benefits from a blessing in your house of communication, friendships, and commerce, should you take the path of faith. Finding faith in your fellow humans can be very rejuvenating indeed, as you create the success you are looking for. A transformation activated by the new moon in your sign on the 17th, and achieved around the 22nd as the Sun joins Mercury and Mars in your second house. For Virgo, this full moon begins the process of examining and modifying the way you think, and how these mental patterns are creating and maintaining your environment. This would be your exoskeleton waiting to be shed off. The Princess of Cups lightens you up and exposes you to potentially new, regular social environments as Venus enters your 11th house of revolutionary ideas and expanded networks of friendship. Venus tends to lighten us up wherever it goes and wherever it influences us. As Mercury goes retrograde in your 10th house of life, purpose, and career, ideally, you begin to reflect on what unique gifts you bring to the world, personally. Approach this time with either the Hermit or the Star strategy. Take it to a quiet space, go into think tank mode, strategize, visualize, imagine what could happen without attachment to specific outcomes. Mars is asking you to be productive with this because massive change is coming. The leap of faith approach, implied by the Star, may also fare well with you, so long as you refrain from initiating big change from within the retrograde, beginning on the 18th. With the new moon on the 17th in your 9th house of teaching, learning, and travel, you can perhaps choose to accept the path upon which the new you will be discovered experientially, eventually. Write some intentions on this day, and with faith in your heart, let the universe take care of them. Perhaps as the Sun enters your 10th house of career and life purpose on the 22nd, you will be given enough light to catch a glimpse of the new you, awaiting your willing transformation. For Capricorn, your rejuvenation and exoskeletal shedding is likely to occur alongside a general improvement within social circles due to the powerful transmutational Scorpio full moon in your Aquarian 11th house. The full moon will have shined a light and set a stage in your social life for great relief, ultimately leading to an enlightening transformation resulting in the new and improved you, so long as you are willing to make adjustments. What do you truly want for yourself? As Venus sends a gift to your house of relationships on the 8th, you can become much more certain of your place and your power within them, allowing for grounded faith and empowerment, gentle empowerment with soft edges, beginning as Mars joins Mercury in your earthly 6th house on the 13th. Apply extra caution here, and especially as Mercury goes retrograde on the 18th. Arguments are always possible when these two come together, so watch your words carefully, and this goes for everyone. The Hermit and the Star both imply solitude in one way or another, while this retrograde cycle calls for it. And as I mentioned in the Taurus horoscope, sometimes the most productive and enjoyable solitary time comes when all of our relationships outside are in order. So take advantage of Venus's blessing before Mars and Mercury clash and retrograde, since your rejuvenation will actually be physical, personal, and only possible with the personal care you can only give to yourself when you're free from any lingering social issues awaiting your attention. This is likely to involve setting some healthy boundaries, maybe even severing some unhealthy ties, hence the Death card. What you free up and clear out is exactly what opens the space up for the new and improved to come in. On the 22nd, this total rejuvenation is likely to reach fruition as the Sun joins Mercury and Mars in your house of health, bringing the final touch of clarity and certainty on the other side of the Death card.
So there it is. Consider contacting me for a personal consultation, providing a perhaps surprising abundance of useful insight into not only the nature of your personality in relation to others and the world at large, but into transcendent gateways and specific strategies allowing you to optimize your experience and function within and beyond your personality, as well as a fair amount of guidance regarding specific windows of opportunity or windows of greater challenge. Such a consultation can be so helpful for a very long time after, as each is recorded and delivered within 24 hours, so you can refer back to it for many years. There are 3 levels to choose from, each with flexible prices, meaning you can pay anything you like within the range I have provided. Level 1 includes an astrological birth chart and tarot spread, complete with a brief written explanation of each of your personal placements, as well as a brief written explanation of the most relevant insights provided by your tarot spread, for a flexible price of $30 to $50. Level 2 includes an in-depth personal astrology and tarot consultation as an MP3 to download at your convenience for the flexible price of $50 to $75. And level 3 is a one-on-one personal astrology and tarot consultation via phone or Skype for a flexible price of $75 to $100. To order or to inquire about anything, simply send a message to manyfacesofhelios@gmail.com. Tell me what you want, and I'll make it happen. It really is that simple. Thank you for watching.
Mm-hmm.